So, The Book of Life. I felt that this movie for me was a solid movie that covered the topic of the Day of the Dead very, very well. As to me, there is only two movies out there that really cover this topic in such great detail. Coco and The Book of Life, and they're both animated and they're both kids movies, and to me both of them really help to expand our knowledge on what this celebration means to people and really gives us an idea of what the celebration's about. I think that those two movies in general wouldn't be on anybody's Mount Rushmore of animation movies.
No, it can't be.
However, they do something quite unique and go down this path of the Day of the Dead because, like I said, it's a niche market. And I don't think this gets talked about enough, this celebration gets used enough of producing movies around this certain topic, as it's something quite small but big in a grand scheme of things, because there's a lot of movies you could make around this topic, as it's such a cultural celebration in so many different parts of the world. And I think these two movies nailed what that celebration means to a lot of people. Before we get onto the rest of the video, I just want to tell you guys, thank you for the support, because I've absolutely enjoyed making these videos for you guys. If you want to see more of it, all you have to do is press that subscribe button, as it would really help the channel grow, the community grow, and you can join the community by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that notification bell, and let's get back to the video. However, what I would say about this movie is that it is largely predictable, and I think a big reason for that is that modern movies and movies back then in 2014 have been largely predictable and have been for a while. And I think, apart from maybe in Toy Story 4 with Woody's voice box getting ripped out, which was traumatic as shit.
I'd like to join you for the sky.
I think that a lot of things have been predictable. So we sort of knew that Manalo, who was like the perfect person, was always going to get with Maria, and you sort of knew that all the way through the movie. And it was even more evident once Manalo got killed off. You thought, well, of course they're not just going to give it to... Of course now Maria isn't just going to marry Shaquin, there's going to be more to it, and Manalo then comes back alive and then goes to marry Maria. In which to me made a lot more sense. And even though somebody coming back alive isn't necessarily predictable, and all that angle was predictable, I feel that the main stem of what the story was about was quite predictable, in my opinion. So moving on, I felt that the movie also covered the topic of the main three characters, Jacqueline, Manalo, and Maria's sort of destinies not being their own destinies and being forced to pick different career paths due to the either family members wanting them to do something else and to follow a different path, or the idea that you've got to live up to the image of your predecessors and your ancestors, and that you're almost forced into a decision, like we saw with Jacqueline, who felt the pressure of living up to his father, who was sort of like a town hero in the war, and he felt that maybe he needs to step into those shoes, and the town really expected him to step into those shoes because of what his father did. On Manalo's dad's side of things, it was a little bit different, as he wanted his son to be a bullfighter, as his ancestors before him had been a bullfighter, and felt that he needs to go down the same path, even though Manalo had other inspirations to be a musician, and he's shown that all the way through the movie, and you can see he's trying to rebel against that, as he doesn't want to kill the bulls, because after when you tour with them, and then you meant to kill the bull afterwards, and he didn't want to do that, because he felt that that was wrong. And that he liked music and making people happy via his music, and he couldn't do that neither because his father wanted him in a certain image, and that the Sanchez's should have this image of being bullfighters because all the family have been bullfighters, and he would be letting his family down if he didn't become a bullfighter. On Maria's dad, I feel that that is different from both of the other parents and the other things around the, let's say, Manalo and Jacqueline, and I think Maria had to go through different pressures, as she was more pressured into marrying Jacqueline over the saviour of the town rather than actual love, and I think that was all forced through her father that wanted her to pick Jacqueline to help ford off Shakal. So to summarise this Day of the Dead movie then, I felt that this was easily a 7 out of 10 and a world-class film. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? Is it amazing? Let us know down in those comments down below, please. Also, we've noticed not enough people have been smashing that subscribe button, and yes, you guys at home can help us out by smashing that subscribe button, smashing that like button, smashing that notification bell, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Laters.